points. So Hikaru, the only one who has won all of his games.
Wow, both looking very relaxed. Hikaru snacking. That's normally a Magnus tactic. And Magnus, he plays e4. And which opening are we going to see? Is it going to be the Italian? It is. The Italian game is signified by this white bishop developing some pressure on the f7 square. But for now, it's looking very symmetrical. And has Magnus mouse slipped? Or is that an error? Is that a glitch in the matrix?
What? Can we listen in?
Yes.
Maybe he says something.
Okay. We try and fight.
Oh,
No.
that sounds like an
Magnus
error.
has mouse slipped. He was trying to castle and he just...
Oh, no.
Oh, goodness. How terrible is this, David?
Whoops, this is pretty bad. How is the king going to get to safety? Also, how's this white rook ever going to get in the game now? Like, you need to kind of move your king across, push your pawn one square, move your king out the way, then centralize your rook, then drop the king back. It's going to take 4 or 5 moves. And Magnus might just be left playing without his rook, unless he's going to push his pawn forward and try to make sense of the rook that way. He's going to try and fight. There wasn't a big reaction from Magnus, that's the thing. I don't think it's the end of the world, since the center isn't fully open yet. These pawns still blocking some lines, but yeah, it's not good news.
We're certainly out of the theory that perhaps Hikaru may have prepared against Magnus. This was unexpected. And we will see. Magnus lost last time he played against Hikaru 2 weeks ago. And I remember he was pretty annoyed because he made some blunder and he got very annoyed that that was how he lost against Hikaru. Would assume that he's trying to get his revenge in this game, but really not the best starting point here.
Yeah, not the best starting point. He's given himself a bit of a handicap here. Although I'm not a huge fan of Hikaru's last move. I think Magnus is going to try and do a couple of things in the near future. He's going to put his knight in the center of the board. And he's going to push a pawn forward to stop black's pawn from challenging that square. There we go. He pushes the pawn forward first. Now the white king actually does have a nice safe square to sit on. It's still slightly better for black here, since white's king is misplaced, but not the end of the world anymore. There's no direct attack against it. I'm surprised Hikaru was kind of rushing to trade off a set of knights, a set of bishops. Probably that wasn't the best strategy. And Magnus pushing forward, I'm again surprised. I thought he might move his rook across first, but he doesn't want the prep moves. He doesn't want to build up. He wants to go for a beginner's checkmate. Bring the queen in, drop it in, and that could be game over. But no, Hikaru spotted that one. What a surprise. Okay.
Is it possible that Hikaru thought this was on purpose?
The Magnus Gambit, maybe. Maybe. Either way, Hikaru is famous for playing the Bong Cloud opening, which is king forward to e2 very early. So if Hikaru can get away with that, then Magnus can get away with this. I think that's the logic. This isn't as bad as a Bong Cloud. The white king's a little bit safer here.
And maybe also Hikaru's very stressed about, I need to win this game, because if Magnus plays a mouse slip on move like 5 and wins against me, what does that say about our dynamic? So I think Hikaru is very concentrated. He's not talking as much as he usually does, because now he's realized this is important. I can't not win this.
Yeah, it's like the previous game with Torsteinba. He has such a clear advantage, and so he probably doesn't... he's afraid of messing up.
Yeah.
Sometimes having something to protect is a kind of mixed blessing. And Hikaru, it's definitely gone away from him this game. Magnus is putting some serious pressure in the center. Hikaru goes the other way, and for the first time since the mouse slip, Magnus Carlsen is better. He has the advantage. How does he protect this pawn, though? That is the key. The other pawn is maybe less relevant at the edge of the board for now. And Hikaru, he played a very clever move here. I don't think it's the best one. The eval bar says that, but it's the type of move that scares the opponent, which is often a great decision. Great practical skills there from Hikaru Nakamura. Magnus has slowed down.
Our viewers are saying that Magnus played this king to f1, this that we suspect is a mouse slip, out of spite. So that's an interesting take from our viewer there. And Magnus, he is advancing and headed towards the king of Nakamura and trying to create some attack there.
Yeah, he's hoping that black maybe pushes the pawn forward to block it up, and then the black rook is just trapped for the rest of the game. And also the black king a bit airy now on the light squares. That does at least protect the central pawn. I was very surprised Magnus didn't go and grab it while he had the opportunity. But yeah, think of the memes, think of the content that would be made if Magnus mouse slips and still wins against Hikaru. Can he get the job done? There is a high level of jeopardy right now. Magnus needs to be quick before this pawn drops.
Or, maybe that's not great.
It's not great, is what he's saying.
It's not great because he's hanging a pawn, and Hikaru probably should be brave and take it. All I can hear is Torstein Barr screaming at his own moves next door. Magnus has been very calm in the meantime, becoming mainstream king to f1. Not by choice for Magnus Carlsen, but it got better. Now it's getting worse again.
Ooh, and we can see that both of them have kind of stopped talking. They're going into like this state of just concentrating on the game. It means a lot to them. Magnus spending quite a bit of time now, and there are some trades being made. So we'll see where the game goes into this next phase now. It's headed towards some kind of end game.
Yeah, the players, they talk about getting in the flow, getting in that state of mind where you just see moves, you just feel them, you play them without even needing to consciously calculate. But that feels like Magnus, not for the first time, is struggling to get in that mindset against Hikaru. 1 minute down now, 1 pawn down, and things are getting serious. He takes a pawn back in the center. The problem is the white queen is caught in 2 minds. She wants to go and grab, but there was pressure against her bishop. The bishop moves out the way. The endgame you predicted is going to come to pass, but Hikaru is going to start from a position of strength. 1 pawn up. It feels like Magnus only fighting for a draw, fighting for survival.
Oh, and a draw would be good for Hikaru. That means that he would maintain his lead at least against Magnus. And yeah, Magnus probably disappointed with the outcome of this game, no matter what here.
Still 1 pawn down. It's now 3 versus 1 on that left side of the board in terms of pawns. Magnus, though, has an active rook here and potential for his own pawn to become quite strong. Hikaru, though, so quick, defending everything. What do we predict? Time scramble? Or is this going to be decided on the board?
Oh, I think Hikaru is not going to let this opportunity pass. What do you think, Aslak?
No, I think this looks bad for Norway. But it looks good for Bad Axe 99, who's cheering for Hikaru. So that's good for...
Godly play.
G-Bong as well, supporting the Bong Cloud. Oh, the white king. It's moved a lot this game, but where's it going next? Is it going to go forward? No, it goes back. Magnus massively better for Hikaru. I'm expecting Hikaru at some point to sort out his king, get that out of the way, and it's the black pawns that are going to start moving. Knight trade, though, not really what Hikaru wants, since the pawn behind it would be dropping. And okay, will he now offer a trade of bishops, Hikaru? He needs to defend this pawn now before it's too late. Will he give a check with his rook, or will he drop his bishop back? There we go. Good move. Hikaru's playing safety first chess, and it's working massively better now. He's going to get a 3rd pawn. And even if the black bishop gives itself up when the white pawn gets to the end of the board, black's 3 pawns are going to be so strong marching forward.
Is Magnus saying anything at all now?
I just don't have any. Guess he's consolidating. It's annoying.
And annoyed and kind of, yeah, he's a bit disappointed right now, Magnus.
Yeah, almost resigned, it feels like, that tone in his voice. He knows he's reliant purely on tricks right now. He's pushing his pawn forward, but that pawn is not long for this world. The black king is now attacking it. The promotion square is covered. And not just that, but the black rook is going to come behind now and win that pawn. It's just game over. 3 extra pawns for Hikaru Nakamura. Magnus resigns. That could be
Flip on move 4, but
defining.
I had chances after that.
He admits there was a mouse slip on move 4, but I had some chances after that. But clearly disappointed and annoyed Magnus. And Hikaru now at 7 points after 7 rounds.